Let's make some noise and welcome the Bearcats. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Community Credit Union Arena for tonight's Maritime Junior Hockey League game between the Pictou Weeks Crushers and your home team, the Truro Junior Bearcats. This game is brought to you in partnership by Kent Building Supplies, a proud sponsor of junior hockey throughout the Maritime provinces. The officials for tonight's game, the linesmen are Brad Moore and Roy Guthrow. The referee is Colin Elder. I ask at this time to please stand and gentlemen remove your caps for our national anthem, sung tonight by Victoria Fraser, a member of the Truro Youth Singers.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Community Credit Union Arena at the Rath Eastlink Community Center for tonight's game between the Truro Bearcats and the Pictou County Weeks Crushers. The third meeting of the season between these two teams, they split the first two and sit 1-2 in the Eastlink division. The Crushers on top, the Bearcats just a few points back. The starting lineups for tonight's game, first for the visiting Pictou County Weeks Crushers. Starting on defense, Cole Hutchinson and Mac Darrow. Up front, Regan Spears, Cole Murphy, and Mike Lyle. For the Bearcats on defense is Jake Primo and Jordan McNaughton. Up front, Serge Boisvert, newly acquired. The trade was just completed with Amherst yesterday, alongside Colby Lancelieve and Daniel Perigo. And you're probably noticing on the ice the Bearcats in pink jerseys tonight. It's pink in the rink for the Bearcats, first ever occasion for the team in support of breast cancer awareness. These jerseys are going to be given away to fans. They can buy tickets at tonight's game. Chance to win the jerseys and meet the players after the game. That money raised from all the ticket sales will go towards breast cancer research. And we're underway here. The Bearcats win the opening draw. Primo behind the net. Pass across to Jordan McNaughton. McNaughton fans on the pass, gets it over to Boisvert, gets knocked down to the ice. Put it there by Regan Spears. On the near side. Pass towards middle of the ice. Bad giveaway right on the stick of Lyle. The Bearcats able to break that up. Now Lancelieve through center. In over the blue line. Has Boisvert. Drop pass. Gets a return feed. That shot just wide. Lancelieve tried to center the puck and went off the stick of Hutchinson to the far boards. On the far side now, Regan Spears gets the pass ahead to Lyle. A cross ice feed. Racing after it is Murphy. And couldn't get there quite in time. Icing is the call. 19-12 left here in the first period. No score between the Bearcats and the Crushers. The Bearcats picked up a 3-1 victory last night in Bridgewater, snapping a 4-game losing skid The Crushers have won 2 straight, a 6-3 win against Amherst in their last game on Thursday. Off the draw, the Crushers send the puck around the net on the near side. Donnelly just unable to keep the play alive. Now it's flipped in by Mosier. Lyle on the far side for the Crushers. It's gloved down by Mosier. Gives the puck right back to Lyle. And the puck is flipped right back in. This one wide of the net. Donnelly behind the net. He takes a hit by Cox. With some speed, Jimmy Soper in over the blue line. Samakis heading towards the front of the net, but the puck gets flipped up and out of play off the stick of Willie McDonald. As mentioned, third meeting of the season between these two teams. The first one is one the Crushers would like to forget. A 10-4 victory at the hands of the Bearcats. The Crushers able to hold serve on their home ice. At the Pictou County Wellness Center, a 6-3 win over the Bearcats on October 7th. Cox, cross-ice feed over to McInnes. That shot off the blocker of Jacob Fancy, who gets the start tonight in goal for the Bearcats. Up and out of play, and another face-off coming up. Jacob Fancy playing in his 12th game this season, 5-5-1, with a .364 goals against and an .888 save percentage. At the other end of the rink is Devin Tremblay, his 11th game of the season, 5-4-1 with a .375 goals against and an .891 save percentage. Graham, cross-ice feed off the draw. Shot comes in. That was blocked. Levesque back to the puck. Dangerous pass over to McInnes. Just able to connect, but Lanceleve, an active stick, knocks the puck back. The Crushers have to go back to their own end to regroup. Graham gives the puck away. Archibald behind the net. It's the pass, trying to get the return. He scores! From behind the net. The pass came out front. Perigo banks it off Tremblay and in. Under 2 minutes into this game, it's 1-0 Bearcats. Perigo with his 9th goal on the season. Not often you see goals scored from behind the net. Tremblay will want that one back. Goal is unassisted. The Crushers on the attack. That shot comes in. Scores! The Crushers answer quickly. Shot from the point. Believed by Walsh. And right in front of the net was Evan Morrison. 14 seconds later, 18 seconds later, check that, the Crushers get on the board and tie this game at 1.
Pictou County goal scored by number 15, Evan Morrison.
Morrison, his 3rd goal on the season. Walsh and Hutchinson. The assists on the goal, just a tap in for Morrison. And now picking up the puck in the neutral zone is Marsh. Couldn't quite get clear of the Bearcats defenseman. Now a chance in front of the net. Fancy down. Trying to jam the puck in was Michael Evoy. Of course, Evoy used to be number 21, now wearing 77. Crushers acquired Ryan Caswell earlier this week from the Summerside Western Capitals. Evoy gave up his number. Face off to the left of Jacob Fancy. Lyle wins the draw. Turning around with a shot. Spears, that one was well wide, went to the corner. Now the puck is on the near boards. 2 Bearcats trying to dig the puck free. Lanceleve comes away with it, gets the pass across to Primo. Primo flips the puck in. Boisvert in on the forecheck with Lanceleve. Sent around on the far side. Perigo just misses a hit, but it allows the puck to stay in. Scores! And I think it might just be one of those nights tonight. Lanceleve left all alone in front of the net. A tap in past Tremblay. We're 3 minutes and 7 seconds into this game. It's 2-1 Bearcats. Colby, his 6th goal on the season. Soper wins the faceoff. Primo back in his own end. Pass across to McNaughton. Soper in over the blue line, just offside. Sumakis tried to drag his skate. Primo with a lone assist on the goal by Lansley. This is exactly the start that the Bearcats needed. A lot of criticism over the past couple of weeks, especially after the effort last weekend here at home against Yarmouth. A game that I described as one of the worst that I've seen covering this team. Speaking with Coach Sean Evans this week. Reaffirmed that he loves this group of players that he has. But some things had to change. Whether it was chemistry, trust, the way he was coaching. They took the first step in the right direction back last night, the 3-1 win. And after the Crushers came back, just 18 seconds after Truro opened the scoring, Bearcats keep the pressure on and now have a 2-1 lead. Denver lines in behind the net, centering pass in front. No one could see it. Stays along the near side though. In on the attack is Wenzel. He's pinned up against the boards, gets the puck over to Denver. Goes all the way back to the point. Denver shoots the puck wide off the blocker of Tremblay. Morrison now trying to get around Donnelly, the big defenseman. Ties him up and hits him into the boards. Allows Wenzel a chance to get the puck. Wenzel across center. Has Archibald with him. That shot directed it in the mesh by Tremblay. A face-off coming up here with 15:50 left in the first period. I know the Bearcats did not look good during that 4-game losing streak, but to put that into perspective, it's only a 12th of the season. It's 48 games. Every team is going to have ups and downs. The high point was probably the 10-4 win over the Crushers. In this young season, the low point would have to be the game last weekend against Yarmouth. But even so, Truro still near the top of the East Link Division standings, and a win tonight will get them even closer to the front-running Crushers. Crushers just able to clear. Justin McDonald gets it across the blue line. The Bearcats send the puck right back in. Circling around is Willie McDonald behind the net. Donald flips the puck up to Murphy. Gets the pass over to Spears. And over the blue line. Shot comes in, whistled well wide. Lyle was heading towards the front of the net. He and Justin McDonald couldn't decide who was going to get the puck. It gives Boisvert a chance to get across center and dump the puck in, so the Bearcats can finish up a line change. Just over 5 minutes gone here in the period. 2-1 lead for the Bearcats. Poirier leaves the puck for Justin McDonald, though the two players get tied up a little bit right in front of the Crusher bench. McDonald heads off on the change. Shot comes in, that was off the glove of Jacob Fancy. Soper bounced it off the glass. Sumakis on the near side. Gets tied up with Evoy, but the puck keeps moving ahead. Flipped off the glass by Connor Morrison. Sumakis behind the net. Plays it around to the near side. None of the Bearcats were over there. Cole Hutchinson just able to get the puck out to center. Circling around now, Primo. It's the puck in, the Bearcats on a line change here as the Crushers try and get out of their own end. Skating out with it now, it's Caswell in over the line. Caswell takes a sharp angle shot right into the crest on the pink jersey of Jacob Fancy. He'll hang on. Cox was heading towards the front of the net, looking for any kind of rebound. Fancy didn't give one up. 13:46 left here in the period. 2-1 lead for the Bearcats. Wenzel wins the draw against Stephen McInnes. Now on the near side. Off the glass. Wenzel takes a hit by Cox. Just able to flip the puck in. Took a couple of hits. The Bearcats offside. Now dump the puck in on the near side. Puck was just out of the reach of Cox. Gets flipped back in. Stephen McInnes with the lead pass onto the stick of Caswell. Bounces off his stick back into his own end. Flipped in by Levesque. Now behind the net. Donnelly hit into the boards. Mosier. That pass just off the stick of Denver Lines. Donnelly now. Settling the puck down in his own end. Fires it off the boards. Lines is trying to tip it in. He rushes off in a line change as Justin McDonald, heads around the net. Archibald trying to get the puck free. Fell down. Crushers seem to be having a few communication problems in their own end. It's been tough for them to get out, even to the neutral zone. Lamke up to Morrison. Pass across to Spears. With the shot, save is made. Nice play by Fancy with the stick. Clear the puck. Sitting just in front of him, in front of the blue ice. Walsh able to pick up the puck. Can't get around Primo. Fancy finds the puck, covers up. And a face-off in Bearcat territory coming up here with 12:10 left in the first period. A 2-1 lead for the Bearcats. Shots are 5-4 in favor of the Crushers. Lanceley throws the puck off the boards. Heads in deep, Tremblay. Throws it right back onto the stick of Lanceley. Lyle behind the net, intercepted the pass. Bags at the line, flipped the puck in. Tremblay thought he was going to direct it a little bit harder to the boards. Lyle on the near side. Simakis back on defense. Pass in the middle of the ice to Bags. It's picked off. Shot, save made by Fancy behind the net. Lyle. Pass over to Hutchinson. Tipped in by Murphy. Primo. Fired the puck off the boards. Levesque gives the puck away. Simakis waiting. Nice tip in front of the net. Sent just wide. That was Primo pinching in. Simakis sent the puck into the front of the net. Primo hit it into midair, just put it wide. Cox on the near side. Lines. Pass in the middle of the ice for Wenzel. Goes to the face-off circle on the near side. That shot was blocked. He'll wait. Throws it behind the net. No one's there for Truro. Stephen McInnes takes a hit by Dorian. On the far side, Caswell gets hit. The Bearcats keeping the puck in. On the far boards, Dorian can't find the puck. McInnes pass over to Graham, and it's flipped in. Fancy will take no chances. He'll hang on. And another face-off coming up here with 10:18 left in the first period. Bearcats on the attack now. Archibald throws it wide off the stick of Tremblay. On the far side, Walsh tries to send it behind the net. Waiting now is Willie McDonald. Gets the pass ahead, and Walsh goes on the attack on the far side. Walsh's pass picked off by Archibald. Soper in front of the Crusher bench gets the puck in deep. Soper just about nailed Willie McDonald against the boards. Crusher defenseman able to step out of the way, and his pass sends Evan Morrison out. Now Lamke over to Morrison. That shot off a stick and high into the mesh. Another face-off coming up here in Bearcat territory. 9:30 left in the first period. A 2-1 lead for the Bearcats over the Crushers.
The Maritime Hockey League, together with our title sponsor, Kent, let's build something. Welcome you to another great Maritime Hockey League game. Stop by any of our locations in New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, or Prince Edward Island, and pick up top-quality paint products by Seago and Pittsburgh Paint for your next project. We thank you for your continued support.
Blue Rodeo is a concert right here at the Community Credit Union Arena to conclude the Nova Scotia Music Week on Sunday, November the 9th. Tickets on sale now and available for purchase at the front desk until 8:30 tonight. Please be sure to stop by and get your tickets. You can get it programmed for the full week's events and have all your questions answered at the table along the walking track just to the right of the canteen upstairs. And people who purchase a 50-50 ticket tonight will also be entered for a pair of tickets for the Blue Rodeo Super Show on November the 9th.
Crushers win the draw with the Bearcats. Able to dig it free. Out of the corner, flipped out to center. On the near side. Hutchinson gets hit by Daniel Perigo, and the Bearcats looking to go on the attack. Bagg sent the pass over to Primo. Primo gives the puck away. Lamke winds and fires. That one just wide of the net. Fancy got just enough of it to direct it wide. Perigo couldn't get around Poirier. They're still able to get the puck in deep. Now Evoy on the near side. Off the boards. Up to Poirier. Baggs able to grab the puck. Evoy got his stick in there, and the puck will go into the Bearcats' end on the far side. Now Baggs waiting. Pass over. Bearcats slow into their own end. Lanceleve unable to tip the puck ahead. Now the near side, Lanceleve with some room. Denver lines open on the side, takes a shot. Hit the heel of his stick. Went behind the net. Dorian pinching in, trying to keep that puck in. Poirier, pass ahead. Marsh. Evoy. Centering pass, that shot was wide. Poirier moved into the slot, had his stick tied up, couldn't get much on the shot. Puck is fired from the blue line by Justin McDonald. High over the net. The Crushers now backing up. Spears on the near side. Murphy jumped over the boards, is trailing him. Spears overskated the puck. Truro have a chance to clear here. Mosier flips the puck in. At center, Simakis chops the puck back into the Crushers' end. The Bearcats finish up a line change. 7:12 left in the first period. 3 goals in the first 3 minutes and 7 seconds of this game. Bearcats lead it 2-1. Pink in the rink here at the Rath Eastlink Community Center. On the far side, Cole Murphy. That shot went off the stick of one of the Bearcats. Right in front of Fancy. Keeping the puck in is Dara. Mosier picks off the pass. Ref with someone in his way. Sends it back around to the near side. Soper. Up to Simakis. Puck bounced past him onto the stick of Hutchinson. Dara. Pass across. Bounced off the boards. Lyle. Flipped the puck high up into the air. Spears was able to glove it down. He'll pin it up against the boards as the Crushers are able to get a line change in. Levesque. Just about gave the puck away to Simakis. Little backhand pass trying to hit Soper was broken up. Levesque was able to recover. Now Cox. Couldn't handle the puck. Stephen McInnes flips it up and over. Alex Anthony. Anthony takes a hit by McInnes. Puck stays behind the net. 4 players digging for the puck. Looks to be in the skates of Anthony. Trying to turn away. Unable to get the puck out. Cox had the puck on his backhand, skipped on him. Now the Crushers have to clear. McInnes at center, sends the puck back to Graham. Now to Cox. On the far side, Levesque just tips it ahead. Anthony has a bit more room to work with now. 5:15 left in the period. Shots of 5 apiece. Sent off the boards. And on the attack, Bearcats. McNaughton sent it off the side of the net. He stays in as Perigo. Trailing back to cover off number 77. Puck flipped in by Caswell. He'll head off on a change. Primo behind the net. Walsh. In over the blue line, just onside. Walsh, nice moves, takes a shot. Nice individual effort there by Daniel Walsh from the blue line in. Out-deked a couple of Bearcats. Standing in his way was Jacob Fancy, who made the save. 4:40 left here in the period. Bearcats, pink jerseys and socks, some of the players with pink tape on their sticks, as they have throughout the month of October. Morrison didn't take the draw for the Crushers. Gets waved into the face-off circle. Coming in instead is Lamke. Bearcats trying to push the puck ahead off the draw. Denver lines on the far side. Will send the puck to the near corner. Dorian the first one there. Wenzel kicks the puck up to his stick. Denver sitting in front of the net. Wenzel. Lamke has his stick checked off. Shot comes in by Lines high and wide. Rebound. The net is off the moorings. I don't think Lamke was too impressed. The stick got knocked out of his hands. Over to talk to the referee. Lamke recovering, trying to get his stick. Left Denver lines all alone in the slot. Big number 96 just put the puck up and over the net. Trying to go top corner. Both Tremblay and Fancy have settled in here. Soper off the draw with the puck ahead. Over to Sumakis on the backhand. Have an awkward save by Tremblay, but he stopped it. Lyle behind the net. It's the pass over to Dara. Dara gets hit. Puck out to the neutral zone. And looks like we're going to have our first penalty of this game. A tripping call against the Bearcats as Dara was upended. 4:01 left here in the period. Still waiting to see who it is who's going to be sent over. It looks like it's going to be Archibald. Murphy and Sumakis have some words. So the first power play of this game goes to the Crushers.
Truro penalty to number 22, Terry McDonald. 2 minutes for tripping.
For the season,
15 minutes, 59 seconds.
Crushers an 18.2% power play, 7th best in the league. The Bearcats 77.6% penalty kill, which is the 9th best in the league. And check that, it's actually Perry McDonald who got the penalty. Great penalty killing by Sumakis. Crushers finally in, that pass across. 2 Bearcats diving down to stop the pass. Have to recover now as the puck is back to the point with McDonald. With the pass across to Lyle. Walsh. Back to Lyle. Over to McDonald. Spears the shot that was tipped right in front of the net by Murphy. Up and over the net. Back of the line. 58 seconds left in the penalty to McDonald. Lyle at the blue line. Takes a shot that was blocked in front. A lot of traffic in front of Fancy. Just never reached him. Puck under Sumakis. Players digging away. Play is called. Faceoff will stay in Truro territory. 42 seconds left in the penalty. Sumakis looking a little worse for wear as he heads back to the bench. Probably about 3 or 4 players digging for the puck that was as it was underneath him. Soprin to take the draw against Stephen McInnes. One back to the blue line, but just out of the reach of Levesque. The Crushers have to start in their own end. Lamke with the pass over to McInnes. McInnes behind the net. Off the boards to Levesque. No shot. Now one comes in. It went off the heel of the stick. Winding up was Justin McDonald. It was a bullet from the blue line. Normally. He took that pass from Levesque. Just off his heel. Perigo. Send the puck down the ice. That will kill off the penalty. Perry McDonald out of the box. Rushes into the Crushers' end. McDonald in. Finishes his check on Justin McDonald. Levesque can't get the pass by Poirier. Now he does. Or Dorian, rather. Poirier on the attack for the Crushers. They finish up a line change here. Centering pass. Puck just sits in front of the goaltender, Fancy. Bearcats clear. Anthony with the pass across to McNaughton. Off the boards. Sent down the ice. Hutchinson. Pass across. Fanning on that pass was Dara. He gives the puck away. Wenzel behind the net. Wenzel takes a shot. That one bounced off of Hutchinson. Goes the far boards. Wenzel back to the line. McNaughton fakes the shot. Now a wrist shot in. Save made by Tremblay. It was into the last minute of play here in the opening period. McNaughton circling around his own end. Off the boards. Up to Boisvert. Chopped away by Poirier. Wenzel flips the puck in. He'll head off in a change here. Bearcats lead this game 2-1. Off the boards, Poirier. Front of the Bearcats bench. Nice work by Murphy to get the puck to the opposite side. He's the first one there, just ahead of Primo. Trying to get the puck out in front, goes back to the blue line. Fancy was knocked down, no call on the play. Spears bumped into Fancy. Spears now along the boards, 10 seconds left. On the near side. Lyle moves the puck in front. Lyle right there, takes a shot, scores! With 3.4 seconds left in the opening frame, the Crushers have tied this game at 2. The Crushers with some great pressure late in the period, able to keep the puck in. The Bearcats on their heels, and looks like Lyle was the one who was able to find the puck and get it past Jacob Fancy. For Lyle, that would be his 10th goal on the season.
Pictou County goal scored by number 12, Mike Lyle. Assisted by number 91, Cole Murphy. And number 67, Reagan Spears.
Spears and Murphy with the assists.
Goal scored by Lyle.
Shots on goal in the first period, 8 for the Crushers, 7 for the Bearcats. The two teams head to the locker room.
Down in what is going to be the Crushers' end here for the second period, but it was the Bearcats' end in the first. A pass that was supposed to go D to D in behind the net just stopped cold and almost created a bad turnover for the Bearcats.
Play underway here. The Crushers win the draw, send the puck off the boards, gathered by Primo. Perigo swats the puck. He missed it, allows the Crushers to get back up ice. Cox in over the blue line, sends the puck to the near corner. He's the first one there. Bounce pass goes onto the stick of Primo, who gives the puck away. The Crushers in front. Boisvert blows a tire as he gathered the puck. Stays on the near side. Primo playing against McInnes. Pushes him into the boards. The puck goes over to Perigo, sends it back to the near side. All the Bearcats have moved to the middle of the ice. Perigo now. Over to Lanceley. Lanceley dancing in his own end. Backhands the puck out to center. Dara gives it away to Lanceley. Lanceley towards the middle of the ice. Over to McNaughton. Winds and fires. Blocker saved. Tremblay had no idea where that puck was. He knew he saved it. He just didn't know where the rebound was going.
And Devin Tremblay, a bit of a nervous moment there, but he settled down pretty quickly. And to his advantage, though, the puck went the length of the ice, so he had time to settle down. But yeah, there was that definite moment of where to go.
Yeah, the Crushers thankfully able to get the puck out. I don't think they really cared where it was going at that point, as long as it was out from the front of the net. The Bearcats get a shot on net from the point, went wide. Mosier puts the puck back in, glove down by Caswell, then give it away. Morrison with the backhand shot. That was blocked by the stick of Cole Hutchinson. On the far side, Cox has Caswell. Flips the puck in, gloved by Fancy. He'll hang on. And another face-off coming up here. 18:33 left in the second period. Shots are 8 aside. The score, 2 aside.
And Cole Hutchinson, you mentioned him there. Only 1 assist so far this season, which is a bit of a surprise to me. We were expecting a little bit more offensive punch from him on the blue line, but he's certainly adding to his defensive game as the season's gone on.
Well, and obviously has that leadership quality as well, the captain of the team this year. Behind the net now, the Crushers trying to just push the puck along as Wenzel and Primo try and dig the puck free. Pushed up against the boards was Lyle. Spears on the far side, gets it over to Lyle behind the net. Bearcats give the puck away right back to Lyle, who's really looked like the best Crusher on the ice tonight in both ends of the rink. That shot from the point, wide by Willie McDonald, not much on it. Directed towards the front of the net, off the stick of Fancy to the near boards. Lyle skidding around now. Backhands that pass over. Fighting for the puck is Spears. He's pushed up against the boards. Gets it over to Murphy, goes to the near corner. Back to the point, Willie McDonald. Pass over to Murphy. Now across ice speed. Justin McDonald sends it off the side of the net. Outside of the post. The Crushers slowly switching up the players on the ice as the Bearcats are finally able to get the puck out to center. They'll get a line change in here as Denver Lines carries the puck in deep. The puck is knocked off his stick. Great poke check there by Graham. Wants to go for the home run pass. Had to wait for Walsh to get back to receive it. Perigo sends the puck back on the near side. Lanceleave sent to the corner. Given away. The Bearcats having a lot of difficulty getting out of their own end here early in the second period. Lanceleave gets hit into the boards. It gets the pass over to Boisvert. Bounce into the middle of the ice. One hand on his stick. McNaughton decides to battle the puck with his teammate Anthony. And Truro clear it to center. Levesque. That pass went off the stick of Lanceleave. The shot took a deflection. Great play there by Tremblay, able to track that puck right into his chest. The shot by Lanceleave bounced off of Rory Graham.
The Crushers had some sustained pressure there, and I think the reason they were able to have sustained pressure is because the Bearcats were playing a very soft zone in their own zone, and that allowed the Crushers really good puck movement. And I think Sean Evans wants his team to be more aggressive defensively, and they really weren't on that last shift.
Really the first time in this game that we've seen that kind of soft zone from the Bearcats, and didn't really give up many good scoring opportunities, but certainly wore the 5 skaters on the ice down as they could not clear the zone. Dara back at the point, throws it off the boards, goes behind the net. Donnelly will touch the puck, and we have a delayed penalty coming up here. It's going to be a holding call with 16:18 left in the period, and Donnelly is going to be the one heading to the sin bin.
Just the second penalty of the game. The Crushers 0 for 1 so far on the power play. Bearcats yet to have a power play opportunity. And the Crushers come in with the 7th ranked power play in the league at 16.8%. The Bearcats' penalty kill has been very good so far this season.
Lyle back at the point. Sends the puck in deep. Murphy back to the point with McDonald. Over to Lyle. Back to Murphy. Pass down low. Now back to Lyle at the point. No shot yet. Walsh will bounce that pass off the boards with McDonald back quickly. Samakis just about dug that puck free. He would have been gone. Truro unable to clear. Spears. The pass over. Back to the line with McDonald. Fakes the shot. Passes over. Walsh fires. Save made by Fancy. Now Samakis. Chance to clear. Gets as far as the Crushers bench. Lyle sent the puck back into his own end with a McDonald. Stopped behind his own net. 1:09 left in the penalty to Donnelly. That long pass. Perigo broken up initially, but Murphy able to push the puck into the Bearcats' end. Lyle couldn't glove the puck down. Has to wait for Murphy to get onside. So Lyle will just skate back into his own end. 50 seconds now left in the penalty to Donnelly. Walsh, puck tied up in his skates. Perigo just doing enough to tie up the Crushers in the neutral zone. Then goes over, hits Spears. With McDonald through center. Slow across the blue line. Spears is going towards the front of the net. The pass was blocked by Perigo, who just turns around and fires the puck the length of the ice. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Tremblay will leave the puck for Lyle around his own net. Justin McDonald over to McInnes. Across the blue line. McInnes back to the line. Justin McDonald fakes the shot. Pass across. Morrison just throws it on net. Pad save made. Fancy able to kick out the right pad. Donnelly is back on the ice. McInnes now in over the blue line. Gets hit by Lanceley. Puck comes free and Mosier sends it around the net. Donnelly can't clear. They have bounced off the referee. That pass by Mosier. Kind of fanned on it. Truro just trying to finish up a line change here as the Crushers go back on the attack. Just over 6 minutes gone here in the period. Score tied at 2. Wenzel takes a hit, but gets the puck over to Donnelly. He's playing as a forward. That long-range shot, gloved by Tremblay. He'll drop it. Quebec gets the pass ahead. McInnes lets it go past him. Taking the hit there was Marsh. Hangs on to the puck. Marsh, centering pass, goes by with 3 players all the way to the neutral zone. Crushers looking for a quick counterattack here. With some speed, Poirier has the puck knocked off his stick. Nice play there by Primo. Hits Poirier into the boards, but coming away with the puck is Evoy. Pass into the middle, broken up. Denver Lions will just circle around here. Bit of a dangerous play as the 2 Crushers closing in on him. Lines now gets the return feed. Puck rolled off his stick and his centering pass. Wenzel had already moved past the net. Puck loose in front of the net. Just wide. Tremblay able to get a piece on that. Went behind the net once again. A centering pass. This time the Crushers will send it the length of the ice. Some anxious moments there. An icing call for the Crushers with 12:47 left here in the second period.
And that save, I think, is going to end up looming large as this game goes on. A huge save there by Devin Tremblay, getting just enough of that puck to keep it out. He made the first save and then got just that piece that he needed to get on the rebound.
Channeling his inner Dominic Hasek, flopping around in the blue paint. It's only bad if it doesn't work.
Exactly.
That shot, we can see from our angle, it was straight on off the stick of McNaughton into the crest of Devin Tremblay. Saw it all the way and no rebound, so we'll reset. Just 5 seconds tick off the clock. And another face-off. This one will be to the right of Devin Tremblay. Sumakis in to take the draw against Stephen McInnes.
And there we see the danger of Alex Sumakis. A shot right off of the draw. Nobody expected it except Devin Tremblay. Fortunately had that glove up nice and high in a good set position, able to make the save.
Not sure if that would have gone wide, but it was close enough. He didn't want to take any chances. Bearcats win the draw. McNaughton throws it around the board. Soper centering pass. Archibald couldn't find the puck to the Bearcats, able to keep it in. McNaughton now on the near side. Throws it towards the front of the net. Rolling puck. It may have got a piece of Matt Cox. Took a bounce right in front of the net, but Tremblay able to make the save. Back the other way now. Caswell in over the line. Sharp angle shot. Fancy. Took a bit of contact from Cox on that play, but just enough to make the save. On the far side, Justin McDonald sends it back to Willie McDonald. Cutting through center. McDonald got around Sumakis. That shot, not much on it, but it'll force a face-off in the Truro end of the rink here with just over 8 minutes gone in the second period. We're still tied at 2. Shots now 12-11 in favor of the Bearcats.
And I think that's a good indication of how this game has been. It has been very even, although We saw last time the Crushers were in this building how explosive the Bearcats can be in a hurry, turning what was a 4-3 game into a 10-3 game in the span of, I think it was about 5.5 minutes. They got those 6 goals in the third period that last time the Crushers were here.
Well, as much as we made over the past 2 weeks about the Bearcats' struggles, and they certainly have looked pretty bad over the past 2 weeks, it was only 4 games. Teams go through good times and bad times. It really seemed, just coming out of the locker room, there were talking with Coach Sean Evans, trust, chemistry, communication, all sorts of things. He said, the puck stops with him. He has to be a better coach as well. But a team like the Bearcats, he has said himself he loves the roster, and really it's just a matter of these guys meshing, because you look, it's dangerous to say when you look on paper, but when you look at this team on paper, there is no reason for them to be going through the struggles, especially the defensive struggles that they've had.
Also, when you look at this team on paper, you look at the pieces that are missing. We'll talk more about that next break.
Bearcats now in on the attack, tipped right in front of the net. Donnelly sent that one just wide, and a little bit too close. Couldn't get much on the shot. In front of the Crusher bench, Donnelly turns and fires it back down the ice, stopped by Levesque. He'll come in on the attack as the Crushers finish up a line change here. Lyle steps over the boards onto the ice, just unable to keep the puck in. Glove down by Donnelly, sends it ahead into the middle of the ice for Denver Lions. Bounced off the boards. And back to get it is Dorian. Levesque has lines on him, sends it around. Graham lets the puck go past him. Now Murphy. Puck is knocked off his stick. Nice play by Baggs. Murphy, cross-ice feed to Lyle. Back to Murphy. Shot comes in. Whistles just wide. Good shot by Murphy. Another shot. That one deflected off somebody in front. May have got a piece of Baggs. Or maybe Murphy got a stick on that. Either way, Fancy made the save. 10:40 left here in the period. Still tied at 2. As the teams start to jot each other a little bit more traffic in front of the both goaltenders, actually.
Yeah, both teams starting to crash the net a little bit more. But as we were talking about, you look at this Bearcat team on paper, and you look at the pieces that are missing. Bazinet, Pye, Smith now getting called up to the queue. If this team had all of the pieces in place, all of those guys in place, how much more dangerous they'd be.
Well, that's the thing. In the last couple of weeks, the Bearcats, like tonight, only have 17 skaters dressed. And it looked like they may have only had 16 if Boisvert wasn't ready to go here tonight. It doesn't matter how much depth you have, rolling 16 skaters, you're going to get tired, and that really shows up in the third period, especially against a team like the Crushers. We're on the attack now inside Truro zone. Lyle sends it over to Darrow, then a cross-ice feed for Hutchinson. That shot, Baggs able to stop that. Look toward the front of the net. Fancy had no idea where that puck was, but the puck goes ahead to Sumakis. In on the attack. Sumakis with the shot, tries to pick the top corner. Mighty Mouse with a good opportunity there, and the puck just bounces towards the front of the net.
Crushers fans are going to have nightmares about Alex Sumakis for the rest of this season, and I believe next year as well. Is he a 19 or is he a 20?
I believe he's a 20.
Okay.
Going off the top of my head, but he's a 20.
Crusher fans will be having nightmares about number 89 for a while. Anyway, this guy, he's you talk in baseball, the 5-tool player. In hockey, there's the 5-tool player as well, and he's got all 5 of the tools. Well, he's got the speed, he's got the hands, he's got the toughness, and he's got the smarts. He's a 4-tool guy, because the one tool he's missing is the size.
It's true. But the thing is, he makes up for his size. When I first saw him on the ice, I'd heard about all his talent. Heard some really good things. Truro fans are going to love him. This came from Sean Evans himself. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, okay, he's about 5.5 feet tall. And I think it was his first shift on the ice. He bowled over a couple of guys that were probably 6 to 7 inches taller than him and gave up some weight as well. The speed that he has, just when he turns on those jets, is unbelievable. As the pass goes ahead, a bit of a break here for the Crushers. Caswell just couldn't settle down that puck. He had a bit of space. Would have been close to a breakaway if he'd been able to turn clean with that puck. But just back to Sumakis for a moment here as the puck goes back down the ice. 13 goals and 6 assists in 12 games tells you just about everything you need to know about number 89 for the Bearcats. McInnes trying to chop the puck ahead, just able to get the deflection. Boisvert thought someone else was going to take the puck. Instead, Cox may have made that pass with his head. He dove at the puck. Now McInnes over to Caswell. Takes a wrist shot, trying to pick the top corner, just missed the net. That one off the blue line, Justin McDonald. Nice to see there's been no speed loss on his shot from the point. Fancy saw it all the way, though, made the glove hand save.
Where's Jay and Dan when you need them? Matthews in your face.
8:56 left here in the second. Boisvert, there's three Bearcats that almost collided in the neutral zone. Boisvert thought someone else was going to pick the puck, and all of a sudden Cox just kind of slides into the picture. The Bearcats now trying to get out of their own end. Denver line slips it to the neutral zone. Dorian can't glove it down.
Puck apparently played with a high stick.
Somebody hit it with a high stick, apparently, so we'll stop play here. I'm not sure where that call came from.
I thought it was a Bearcat I thought it was a Bearcat stick waving in the air that touched it, and then a Crusher touched it next. But now we're getting told to hush because, yes, it was. And the play going to the Bearcats' favor with the face-off deep in the Crusher zone.
A reminder, we are in Truro tonight. Walsh, rather Marsh goes in on the attack, pushed up against the boards. Circling around the net, goes to the corner. Morrison is in on him. Getting a little bit more ice time tonight is number 12, the third Morrison brother in 3 years. Has the puck on the attack here. Soper going towards the front of the net. Morrison stops on the boards, bounced it behind the net. Sumakis on the near side. Once again, midway through the second period, that centering pass, we're seeing Coach Sean Evans mixing up his lines. Shot comes in from the, in from the point, off the stick of Donnelly. Soper getting into an argument with 2 or 3 Crushers in front of the net after Trombley made that save. 8:10 to go here in the second.
And that's this is one of those situations where the one fight rule really does make a difference because you don't want Jimmy Soper to be gone for the game with 8:10 left in the second period. And you could see that there was almost that moment in a couple of different guys' eyes of, are we gonna?
Yep.
No, we better not.
Bearcats win the draw. Baggs fakes a shot, sends it around the boards for Wenzel. Wenzel on his backhand, trying to protect the puck, takes a hit by Dara. Lines behind the net. Came right out in front, didn't have much room. Able to find a rebound, send it just wide. Wenzel turns the puck, takes a shot. Trombley has no idea where it is, maybe on the back of the net, but was knocked free by Dorian. In the corner, Wenzel. Darrow's the one who comes away with the puck for the Crushers. Put it out to the neutral zone, picked off by Baggs. He'll flip the puck high. On the near side, Truro finishing up a line change here. As Hutchinson circles around his own end, being pestered by Denver Lines. Nice play there by Lansley, keeping the puck alive. Gets it over to Lines. He gets tripped up. An easy call there. Walsh takes down Denver Lines. And the Bearcats will finally get the first power play of this game with 7:16 to go in the second period. A 2-2 hockey game, and hooking is the call.
And the second best power play in the league gets to go to work. The only one that's better. Hard to believe the Dieppe Commandos sitting at 40% plus on the power play so far this season. Although the Bearcats well over 30%, nothing to sneeze at either.
No, when I looked at the percentages and saw 33.3%, I'm like, well, that's clearly the best in the league. No. Commandos an unbelievable power play this season. Bearcats with the shot. McNaughton wired it just over the net. Had a lot more room than he's normally been given over the past couple of weeks after a torrid start to the season. McNaughton, bit of a lazy play there. Ends up in a giveaway to Lyle. Now McInnes will just send the puck back. The Crushers killing off some valuable time here. I don't know if McNaughton saw Lyle or just thought he could reach that puck first. Number 77 comes out of his own end, gets it up to Primo, sends the puck in. Tremblay out of the net, fires it around the boards on the near side. McNaughton over, just kept in at the line. Great play by Primo. Murphy thought he had that clearing attempt. Puck down low now, back to the line. Sumakis, nice play to glove the puck down, went off the stick of Murphy, who had about 3 or 4 opportunities to break up the Bearcats' power play. Finally able to send the puck down the ice as it's deflected off his leg. Truro turned away right in front of their own bench. Morrison able to get in the way of the pass. Now McNaughton, 31 seconds left in the power play. Gets in over the blue line. McNaughton. The circle around the net. Graham is on him. Back to the line for Primo. Wrist shot comes in, whistles just wide. Puck bounced right back out in front of the net. Tremblay sends it behind the net to the corner. Graham in the corner. Behind the net, Lance Lee trying to get the puck. Hutchinson was there first. And the Crusher defenseman will kill off the rest of this power play for the Bearcats. Walsh set to get back onto the ice. He'll head to the bench. Just over 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Still tied at 2. Perigo. Back to the blue line for Mosier. That shot comes in, whistles just wide. Almost came out on the near side. Now behind the net, Cox comes out with the puck. Crushers 3 wide through the neutral zone. Caswell heads towards middle of the ice. Spears there as well. That shot is partially blocked, went behind the net. Now Caswell on the near boards, protecting the puck. Cycles it back. Lanceleave there instead of Evoy. Caswell picks off the clearing attempt. Lanceleave just bounced it off the boards. Perigo has to come in and help out. Now Colby gets the puck, sends it ahead just out of the reach of Denver lines. It's going to be icing against the Bearcats, 4:26. Bearcats, for really one of the few times this game, tried for a home run pass and just didn't quite connect.
And the need for that home run pass, because Mike Evoy and Matt Cox both doing some great work down low in the corner. Mike Evoy, if Bearcats fans remember last time they were here, the Crushers were here, he was wearing 21. Now wearing 77. I'll tell the story about that one a little later.
Perigo fires the puck in. Tremblay stopped it behind the net, given away. Denver Lions digs it free. Puck flips into the slot. There's a whole lot of Crushers jerseys surrounding it. They were able to clear. Bearcats send the puck right back in. Levesque bounces the puck off the boards. Going back for it is Alex Anthony. Anthony fires it off the boards. Dorian is there. Just flips it out to McNaughton. McNaughton, that pass. Denver Lions wasn't expecting it. Centering pass. Bounces off a stick. Lions with a lot of speed around the net. Just couldn't get to the puck. Standing on the clearing attempt there was Willie McDonald. Pass across. McDonald will just turn and fire. That was blocked up into the equipment of Willie McDonald. And we'll take a commercial break to try and find out where that one ended up with 3:32 left here in the second period.
So when the Crushers traded for Ryan Caswell earlier this week, Jason Malone gives Mike Evoy a call and says, Mike, just to let you know, we've picked up Ryan Caswell, but I've got some bad news for you. And Mike Evoy, of course, thinks something else is going on. He says, please don't send me back to Midget. And Jason Malone says to him, no, we just want you to change jerseys so that Caswell can have 21, that's all.
Yeah, as a young player, you hear that we just acquired someone and we have some bad news. There's been a million things running through your head. Am I being sent down? Have I been traded?
Yeah.
Bearcats on the attack. Shot scores!
Oh, what a goal!
Damakis, number 89, number 14 on the season. 3:09 left in the second, and Damakis, Tremblay had no chance.
Yeah,
no
that was
chance.
Just a brilliant shot. Alex Sumakis. What can you say about this guy that hasn't already been said? He's got so much skill. He can pick his spots like nobody else.
Went to the top of the face-off circle and just ripped a wrist shot. Tremblay, I think, got just a piece of it, but not nearly enough. The Bearcats are back on top, 3-2.
Assisted by number 12, Connor Morrison, and number 19, Jim Sober.
Morrison and Soper with the assist on the goal. Bearcats give the puck away. Walsh winds and fires off the post. Walsh about a half an inch away from tying this game right back up. We saw that in the first period. The Crushers pushing right back after a goal by the Bearcats. Truro going to have to be very wary here. Another shot comes in. You cannot give Walsh that time and space. It just about burned the Bearcats there.
And after the whistle, a couple of different exchanges. We saw one between Baggs and Justin McDonald. We saw another one, I think it was involving Perigo. But how about that shot by Daniel Walsh?
Wow.
I mean, Sumakis' shot was brilliant. Walsh almost as good, just a quarter of an inch away.
Could not have hit the post anymore. Square came right back out. Fancy makes a save with the shot off the face-off. Another scrum in front of the net as the Crushers digging for the rebound. Cox pushed over a little bit, trying to clear him out of the way. But, and of course, the danger on shots like that, the one from Walsh that went off the post, is it may come back, hit your goaltender, who naturally is going to be kind of skating back towards the crease. It may go in, but Fancy able to stop that from happening, went off his right leg and just wide of the net. But Walsh, instead, coming within about a half inch of tying this game up again. 2:22 left in the second period. Another shot comes in. Fancy makes the save, a sharp angle shot. Heading back, Graham gets the pass ahead to McInnes. Now to Cox. Going into the corner. That centering pass scores.
What a beautiful play from Matt Cox to Ryan Caswell. Caswell had himself parked right at the top of the crease. Nobody there even looking at him. And Matt Cox putting the pass right onto the tape. And all Caswell had to do was just give a little tiny flick and get it past Jacob Fancy. And just like that, we're all tied up again.
2:02 left here in the second period, and Fancy has to be kicking himself for that. The Bearcats obviously blown defensive coverage on the play. But as we saw from Trombley, he gave up the goal from behind the net in the first period. Now Fancy gives one up. It's just you have to be aware of where you are when it comes to those posts.
Ryan Caswell, assisted by number 93, Matt Cox, and number 11, Stephen McGinnis.
McGinnis and Cox.
Cox and McGinnis getting the assist. And for Caswell, that's his second goal in as many games since the trade.
Assisted by McGinnis and Cox at 17:58.
As
The
Lyle
Crushers.
gets around Lines, his Lines completely lost his footing there.
He's been known to blow a tire from time to time. And Sumakis now on the attack. In over the blue line. Lines heading towards the front of the net. Pass just out of the reach of Denver Lines. Looking for the tip in. He's left with a bit of space heading towards the front of the net. Puck on the near side now. Doug Free goes around to the far side. Murphy can't chop the puck out. Bearcats get it back to the blue line. Lines will whip it around the boards. Just to the reach of Colby Lanceleave. Sumakis comes in on the near side trying to get to the puck. Lanceleave cycles it back. Denver Lines headed towards the middle of the ice and to be cleared by the Crushers as we enter the last minute of play here in period number 2. And now Spears with a bit of space. Spears cutting in on goal. Lyle towards the front of the net. Goes over to Murphy instead, rather. The shot was blocked. The Bearcats on the counterattack. Sumakis through center. On the near side, Sumakis in. Pass across. Once again, Sumakis trying to set up Denver Lines. Big number 96 just couldn't get a stick on that puck. Pass just ahead of him. Big hit in front of the penalty box is Lanceleave. Hits Murphy. 21 seconds left here. Once again, see Lanceleave and Murphy getting into it. Shot comes in. Devin Tremblay with the save. That was off the stick of Boisvert, who we really haven't seen a whole lot here in period number 2.
No, he's been much quieter. Hasn't had as many shifts, and I think that might be because there were a couple plays early in the period where it became a bit obvious that he was not sure where the other people on the ice were going to be with him, and so I think Sean Evans is trying to ease him back into it a little bit more, and taking some time to actually coach him and say this is what these guys' tendencies are, so that he can be better prepared.
Chance right off the draw. Brilliant save by Tremblay. The pass across from Lanceleave to Perigo. Back on the counterattack. Morrison sends it towards the middle of the ice. The pass was knocked away. Lanceleave racing back, and he hauls down Justin McDonald. Going to be a penalty on the play as time expires. 20 minutes, a tripping call. Question is who it's going to be against. You'd have to think it would be Lanceleave.
I believe the referee blew the whistle as a Bearcat touched the puck as the whistle went. So I think it is going to be Lanceleave's penalty. So the Crushers will get 2 minutes of clean ice to have power play time going at the start of the third period. 2-2 after 1, 3-3 after 2.
Shots were 11-9 in favor of the Crushers in that period. They lead the shot totals 19-16 overall. But as mentioned, Michael, it's a 3-3 hockey game here. Some conversations happening just on the ice. the linesman and the referee. Over talking for the Crushers to Cole Hutchinson, Perigo, and Sumakis. Talking things over with the referee as well. But pretty obvious penalty to end that period as Lansley was battling for the puck, but instead just kind of almost did a can opener on Justin McDonald to take him down to the ice.
Yeah, so one of those plays that fortunately they were far enough away from the boards that it didn't actually end up becoming a dangerous play, but one that certainly had the potential to be. I think both of these teams have to be pretty happy with the fact that this game is tied after 40 minutes. I think either team, if they were down going into the final frame, would feel like they didn't deserve to be behind because both teams playing very well so far tonight.
Well, and you look at from the Bearcats end, they've been able to get a lead a couple of times, and they just haven't been able to push back against the Crushers when they've been trying to get that pressure in the offensive zone. The Bearcats playing a bit, as you called it, a soft zone defensively, and just missed defensive assignments to Crushers. We saw that from Caswell, just a tip-in goal in front. Really looked like a harmless play when Cox went to the corner. But the Crushers able to push back, get the score tied at 2 very late in period number 1, just 3.4 seconds left. They left a little bit more time in the clock this time around, but just over 2 minutes when they tied it at 3. But as you said, either team really has a shot in this game, and they both really played well. It's didn't really know what to expect with this game with the Crushers having a good effort on Thursday night. The Bearcats coming off a big win just to kind of get things moving in the right direction again on last night in Bridgewater. But as I said, both teams have to be pretty happy with the way this game has gone.
And I mean, you look at where they are in the standings, and I know it's only October, but it's getting late into October. We're starting to get to the point where you look at those standings, and the Crushers 4 points ahead right now on the Bearcats in first place in the East Link Division. They're looking at this game as an opportunity to really open up some space. And for the Bearcats, this is a game that they have to look at and go, we need these 2 points so that they're still within striking distance, because even a 6-point lead is not a lot, but it's enough that the Crushers can maybe go into next week feeling at least a little bit comfortable.
Well, and whenever I talk with Sean Evans about the past week, the past games, don't get me wrong, he cares about the road games, but he always says you got to take care of business on home ice. And this is one of those games, especially against a very important divisional foe who really, the Crushers at this point, look like they could run away with the division right now unless a team like Truro or like Yarmouth kind of turn things around a little bit, which they're starting to do. But for the Bearcats, this would be a big 2 points if they're able to hold serve against the Crushers. So that will do it here for the broadcast after 40 minutes of play. We'll be back in time for the start of the third period, but as it stands, the Crushers and Bearcats tied at 3.
To do for 2 years in Amherst. He was a thorn in every team's side as an Amherst Rambler. Obviously didn't quite fit in with the systems and with the situation in Summerside. Well, I had a chance to actually talk to him after the game on Thursday night at the Wellness Center, and he is absolutely thrilled to come to the Crushers and to the situation that he's being put into, and the line combination that he's been put with McInnes and Cox. This has instantaneously become a dangerous line for the Crushers. And now McInnes is with Morrison to start this overtime, while Sumakis and Soper are out there for the Bearcats. Advantage Bearcats a little bit, I think, here to get things started.
The McDonald's on defense for the Crushers as the puck is given away to Jimmy Soper, working towards the middle of the ice. Nice play there by Morrison, able to tie up the stick on the back end for the Bearcats as McNaughton and Primo. Soper lays a hit in. Primo comes in off the line, but Sumakis got the puck first. Soper back to Primo at the blue line. Has some room as both Bearcat forwards go towards the front of the net. McNaughton takes a shot. Tremblay able to see that puck, made the save. Soper had been parked in front of the net, but moved out almost halfway between the net and the face-off circle. Allowed Tremblay to find that puck. 40 seconds gone in the 5-minute overtime here. 2-on-1 shaping up for the Crushers, but McNaughton once again able to race back. Shot comes in right into the chest of Jacob Fancy. He'll hang on for a face-off here. 4:12 left in the overtime. Obviously a tie hockey game as we're in overtime. It's 4-4. But the Bearcats, with some early pressure there, just couldn't really get a good quality shot. They certainly had the possession and moving things around, getting the Crushers moving a little bit. But back the other way, we've seen that from the Crushers time and again here tonight. Their transition game has been excellent. And McNaughton, who's generally been playing almost like a forward rather than a defenseman, time and again during the games, was able to get back and break up what could have been a 2-on-1 for the Crushers. On the near side now, Donnelly gains the blue line. He's also played as a forward for the Bearcats this season. Wenzel skates around the net, throws the puck back for Perigo. Hutchinson over to Lyle. Kept in at the line, just onside. And they are going to say it's offside. It was very, very close as Wenzel had to go around Lyle to try and maintain possession.
Just a little sliver of white ice there between the puck and the line. And the linesman, got to give him credit. He was in a great position to see that. And no complaint whatsoever from the Bearcats on the call.
Oddly enough, the linesman on the line on that play. Bearcats get the pass ahead. McNaughton fakes a shot. He'll skate around the net. Centers out in front. No one is there. And Denver Lions had come in off the blue line. He'll skate back for the puck. Pass over to Primo. 3:20 left in the overtime. Pass ahead for McNaughton. Gains his zone. Lanceleve, pass for him. It's broken up. Lanceleve back to Denver Lions. Throws it to the corner on the near side. All the Bearcats were on the opposite side of the ice. The Crushers have a chance to set up a play here and get out of their own end, and they do. Caswell has a chance for a hat trick as he enters the zone, skates around, protecting the puck on his backhand. Spears on the near side of the post, right in front. Pass back to the blue line. Shot comes in. That one well wide. Caswell in behind the net for Spears. Turns and fires. Save was made and knocked aside by McNaughton. Spears, cross-ice feed for Willie McDonald. Had to take the pass off his backhand. That allows Lanceleve to get over and interrupt the play. Colby with the pass ahead, tipped in by Denver Lions. The Bearcats on a line change here midway through the overtime. Each team with one shot here so far in overtime. Top two teams in the East Lake Division. Lyle circles around. Bit of a slow pass over to Willie McDonald. On the near side, Murphy's pass broken up by Mosier. Donnelly fires the puck to the corner. Justin McDonald, the first one there. Willie McDonald with the pass ahead to Lyle. Tipped just out of the reach of Murphy, who would have had a lot of room. Donnelly was with him, but it could have been a breakaway. That pass back to the line, broken up. Sumakis able to get his stick in the way. Now 2-on-2. Soper gains his own. Sumakis into the middle of the ice. Soper's trying to hit him with the pass, but threw it well behind number 89. Crushers now Moving out with Lyle through the neutral zone. Hutchinson and Lamke with him as well. Dara back at the blue line. Lyle, minute 20 left. Shot, save was made. Rebound will be cleared by Wenzel. Wenzel through the neutral zone, chips the puck past Hutchinson. Gets it himself, trying to go towards the front of the net. Has the puck on his backhand. Will switch positions with McNaughton. Cross-ice feed for Primo. Now over to McNaughton. Shot comes in, that was tipped. Puck is loose in front. Tremblay with the save. Able to dive on that puck. Tremblay thought at first that he had caught it, but the puck actually dropped right in front of him. Dangerous place because Daniel Perigo was waiting for a rebound.
And good job by the referee to not blow the whistle there until after Tremblay dove on the puck. Sometimes you see that quick whistle from a ref and it ends up frustrating the forward, but the ref doing a good job holding off there.
Last minute of play here of the overtime. That shot for Walsh was wide. Bearcats slow out of their own end. The pass was behind Lance Alive. Icing is waved off. Tremblay sends it around the boards. Walsh. Back to Willie McDonald. Back to Walsh. Pass across to Justin McDonald. Chipped ahead off the skate of Morrison. Flex the puck in front of the Bearcats bench. And a cross shot comes in. That was tipped by McNaughton wide. Morrison back to the blue line. 16 seconds left. Looks like the Crushers have the last opportunity to try to end this in overtime. Walsh on the backhand to Morrison. Walsh back to Willie McDonald. Takes a shot. That one wide off the side of the net. Fancy will just hold his ground, and that will do it. Regulation solved nothing. Overtime solved nothing. So now we get a shootout. It's pink in the rink here in Truro tonight. A lot of fans out to support the cause, obviously to see the home team as well. And now they get a little bit extra fun to play around with.
And you couldn't ask for a better game. And I'm going to come back to the Crushers' perspective again here. Obviously, being their main broadcaster, I see them a lot more. I think one of the most important things that's going to come out of this game, regardless of how this shootout plays out, is that Devin Tremblay is going to gain a lot of confidence for the next time they play in this building. Tremblay's last two appearances in this building, the 10-4 game back earlier this season, and the game in the playoffs last year where he had to fill in for a very, very sick Brandon Thibault, and in that game he got shelled for 8 goals as well. So for Devin Tremblay to have a good performance in this building, I think that is as important as anything else for the Crushers moving forward.
And for the Bearcats, it's a great confidence builder for them as well. Once again, coming off that 4-game losing streak where they did not play well at all, a lot of turmoil around the team. And now they have a chance to win this in the shootout, and who else but Sumakis will start things off in the shootout. Comes to the near side, now going towards the middle of the ice, has the puck on his forehand, fakes a shot, scores! What else?
What a move by Sumakis.
What else? Alex Sumakis made a
and
nice
then a little
move.
bit of trash talking at the Crusher bench after he scores it as well.
Now shooting for Pictou County, number 12,
And Mike
And
Lyle.
it only makes sense that the Crushers respond with their leading scorer.
Well, both teams haven't really been jawing at each other a whole lot during this game, but once it gets to the shootout, all bets are off. Lyle on the forehand towards the middle of the ice, comes in on Jacob Fancy, takes a shot, save made by Fancy. Jacob Fancy got a piece of it with his blocker and his right pad, keeps the puck out. And now Daniel Perigo will get the second opportunity here for the Bearcats. Perigo gaining some speed, stays towards the middle of the ice, has the puck in his forehand, makes the deke in front, backhand, had the wide open cage and just couldn't. I think he just had one hand on his stick.
And I think Tremblay was able to get enough momentum on his stick to knock that puck off of Perigo's stick. And as you mentioned, he only had one hand on it, so didn't have real strong possession by that point.
Now Cole Murphy slowly towards Jacob Fancy, now picking up speed in front. Just a deep shot, save made by Jacob Fancy. Murphy just didn't look like he knew what he wanted to do on that shot.
Yeah, very indecisive. And then Fancy able to close that 5-hole when Murphy finally made the decision to try and go there. and now the leading defenseman in the league by just a little margin.
Jordan McNaughton picks up the puck at center, skating in on Devin Tremblay. Has a chance to end it here. Takes a shot right into the glove of Devin Tremblay.
And Tremblay, a little bit of a message there with that flip of the puck out of his glove afterward as well. And now Walsh needs to score to keep this game alive for the Crushers.
Walsh certainly has a scoring touch. Jacob Fancy looks like he is zoned in right now. Walsh almost lost the handle on it, went wide, now cuts in, takes a shot and scores.
What a recovery by Daniel Walsh after he almost lost control of the puck. And then Walsh, Sumakis had his little trash talk for the Crushers after he scored. Walsh going in front of the Bearcat bench with his hand up to his ear the whole way across.
Now, if you ask Walsh if it was on purpose that he lost the handle now because he scored, he'd say, yeah, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Colby Lance leave, trying to give the Bearcats a lead in the shootout. Comes in, had Tremblay down and out, but almost just out-stick handled, out-deked himself.
Yeah.
Lost a handle on it.
That was a case of waiting too long to make a decision, much like the play made by Murphy. Now here's Lamke with a chance to end it.
Number 19 for the Crushers. Picks up the puck. Slow into the end. Takes a shot. Lamke,
you're not going to score on Jacob Fancy that way, Garrett.
Lamke was just waiting for Fancy to make a move. The Bearcat goaltender, he's been in this league for 3 years now. He knew just to kind of wait to see what Lamke was going to do. An easy save with the stick. Now Jimmy Soper gathers the puck as he comes in on Devin Tremblay with the backhand. And once again, the Bearcats having a whale of a time just keeping the puck on their stick.
And again, not a great poke check, but enough of a poke check by Devin Tremblay to do the job. Now Regan Spears can end the game.
Spears cutting into the right, takes a shot and scores.
And while Lamke's attempt at the 5-hole didn't work, Regan Spears did. And so the Crushers get the all-important extra point tonight.
The Bearcats with a great effort throughout this game, but it's Regan Spears goes 5-hole on Jacob Fancy. A great shot, a wrist shot right in close near the top of the blue ice. Ends this game. The Crushers have a 5-point lead over the Bearcats now in the East Link Division as they take this game 5-4. The shot totals, the end 32-27 in favor of the Crushers, and now we have the third star. Daniel Walsh gets the third star selection of tonight's game. Sumakis with the second star. And Ryan Caswell with the first star selection of the game. It's kind of easy to put Sumakis and Caswell at the top of that list.
And no argument with Walsh either. He had a great game tonight. There were any number of guys that you could have picked from either team. You know, it's one of those situations where it doesn't necessarily have to be the winning team that gets 2 of the 3 stars, but having Walsh as the third star I think is a good choice. You could have picked a guy like McNaughton. You could have picked a guy like Perigo. A few guys who didn't necessarily show up on the scoreboard but had good games, guys like Evan Morrison, or actually Morrison scored a goal. Guys like the Morrison of the Bearcats, though, he had a very good game. Didn't turn into points on the board, but a few different choices you could have made there for the third star.
And another player you could have put into that third spot would be Lyle, who scored the second goal for the Crushers, but it seemed like he was everywhere tonight for Pictou County. Just seemed to be the one leading the Crushers out of their own end time and time again, starting the rush, but even just kind of calming things down when the Bearcats were starting to get things moving their way just a little bit. But that will do it for the broadcast here tonight. Michael Petter, thank you so much for joining me for the broadcast. I appreciate it very much, and we'll have to get some more technical difficulties soon so we can do this again.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, next time the Bearcats are up in Pictou County, you are certainly welcome to make the trip up and join me on my broadcast on Fast Hockey.
I might just have to do that. Thank you very much. For Duncan McLean behind the camera, I'm James Faulkner. The final score here tonight, the Pictou County Weeks Crushers win in a shootout over the Truro Bearcats. Pink in the rink night here at the Rath East Link Community Center by a score of 5-4.